Casting for Ice Station Zebra involved a careful selection process that aimed to create a strong ensemble. The director, John Sturges, had a clear vision for the film and sought actors who could bring depth to their roles. Rock Hudson was chosen for the lead role of Captain James Ferraday due to his established star power and ability to portray a commanding presence. His audition showcased not only his acting skills but also his charisma, which was essential for the character's leadership. Ernest Borgnine, known for his versatility, was cast as the tough but loyal chief of the submarine. His audition revealed a natural chemistry with Hudson, which was crucial for the dynamic between their characters. The chemistry tests were particularly important, as the film relied on the interactions among the crew members to build tension and camaraderie. For the role of the enigmatic spy, Patrick McGoohan was selected. His intense performance in previous roles made him a perfect fit. During auditions, he brought a sense of mystery that captivated the casting team. The pivotal moment came when McGoohan improvised a scene, showcasing his ability to convey complex emotions, which sealed his casting. Finally, Jim Brown was cast as the tough but honorable crew member. His athletic background and strong screen presence added authenticity to the role. The casting team recognized that his unique perspective would enhance the film's narrative. Each actor's selection was a blend of talent, chemistry, and the ability to embody their characters, ensuring that Ice Station Zebra would resonate with audiences. Drawing from the novel by Alistair MacLean, the director of Ice Station Zebra, John Sturges, aimed to create a tense and atmospheric thriller that captured the essence of Cold War tensions. Sturges was known for his ability to build suspense and create visually striking scenes. He often drew inspiration from classic war films and the works of directors like Alfred Hitchcock, focusing on character development and psychological depth. In Ice Station Zebra, Sturges used the harsh Arctic setting to enhance the story's isolation and danger. He collaborated closely with the cinematographer, providing a stark visual contrast between the icy landscape and the characters' emotional struggles. The cast, including Rock Hudson and Ernest Borgnine, was encouraged to explore their characters' complexities, adding layers to the narrative. Sturges emphasized teamwork among the crew, fostering an environment where ideas could flow freely. This collaborative spirit helped to bring the story to life, making it a memorable cinematic experience that resonated with audiences. Ice Station Zebra is a 1968 movie that combines elements of suspense and drama set during the Cold War. The story revolves around a group of people sent to a remote Arctic base to investigate a downed satellite. As they face harsh weather and hidden agendas, tensions rise among the crew. Many funny, shocking, and sad facts about this film are coming up, so keep watching this video. Are there any lesser-known facts or anecdotes about this movie that fascinate you? For instance, the film was based on a novel by Alistair MacLean, and it features some impressive special effects for its time. Do you have a cherished memory associated with this movie? Perhaps you remember watching it with family or friends. We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. What is your most cherished memory or personal experience related to Ice Station Zebra? Your thoughts could spark interesting discussions among viewers. Filming Ice Station Zebra in 1968 presented unique challenges and required innovative solutions. The production team faced the task of recreating the harsh Arctic environment, which was crucial for the film's authenticity. To achieve this, they built elaborate sets at MGM Studios in California, where they created a massive ice station complete with realistic snow and ice effects. The set design was intricate, featuring detailed interiors that reflected the military and scientific aspects of the story. Locations were also a significant factor. While some scenes were shot on location in the cold, rugged landscapes of the Arctic, many were filmed in controlled environments to manage the unpredictable weather. The filmmakers used advanced techniques for the time, including miniatures and special effects to simulate the vastness of the ice and the dangers of the Arctic. Logistical challenges included transporting equipment and crew to remote locations, which required careful planning and coordination. The use of sound stages allowed for greater control over lighting and weather conditions, ensuring that the film maintained a consistent look. The combination of set design, location shooting, and innovative effects helped create a gripping atmosphere that drew audiences into the story. The plot revolves around a crucial spy satellite that falls near the North Pole, a device sent by the Soviet Union containing sensitive film belonging to the United States. In response, the Navy dispatches Captain Hudson and his nuclear submarine to retrieve it. The journey is filled with vibrant and perilous moments, including the Marines working to clear the ice while Russian fighters loom overhead, leading to a tense standoff between the two forces. While some viewers appreciate the film's action sequences, particularly the submarine's descent and the dramatic rescue from a crevasse, others note that the set design, especially the ice station, lacks authenticity, making it feel staged. Hudson's performance is seen as strong in the film's early parts, where he exudes confidence, but some critics feel his emotional scenes fall flat. The supporting cast, featuring talents like Patrick McGoohan and Ernest Borgnine, adds depth to the narrative. Interestingly, the portrayal of the Soviets is more nuanced than expected, avoiding the typical caricatures of the time. The film's subplot about espionage keeps the audience engaged, but it is the action that truly captivates. The absence of a climactic shootout is a refreshing choice, allowing for a more thoughtful conclusion to the story. Overall, while the film has its flaws, particularly in production quality and some performances, it remains an engaging Cold War thriller that balances action with a hint of political commentary. The score for Ice Station Zebra was crafted by the talented composer Dmitry Tiomkin, known for his ability to enhance the emotional depth of films through music. Tiomkin's work on this film is notable for its ability to reflect the tension and suspense of the narrative. The score features a mix of orchestral arrangements that evoke the cold, harsh environment of the Arctic, where the story unfolds. The music complements the film's themes of isolation and danger, creating an atmosphere that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Musicians involved in the project contributed to the rich soundscape, using a variety of instruments to create a sense of urgency and drama. The use of strings and brass adds a layer of intensity, while the percussion underscores moments of action and conflict. Tiomkin's ability to blend these elements allows the score to resonate with the characters' emotional journeys, enhancing the storytelling. Insights from Tiomkin reveal that he aimed to capture the essence of the film's setting and the psychological tension among the characters. He believed that music should not only accompany the visuals, but also deepen the audience's connection to the story. The result is a powerful soundtrack that remains memorable, illustrating how music can elevate a film's narrative and emotional tone. The collaboration between Tiomkin and the musicians brought a unique energy to Ice Station Zebra, making the score an integral part of the film's legacy. Lawrence Montaigne claimed that John Sturges gave him an uncredited walk-on role in this film. Although he is not listed in the cast, he was walking by a set when Sturges recognized him and insisted that he appear in a scene. In one notable scene, Patrick McGoohan was supposed to dive into the flooded torpedo room of the nuclear submarine to rescue a trapped naval officer. Being a strong swimmer, he insisted on performing the stunt himself instead of using a stuntman. A change was made to the script to allow Olympic swimming champion Murray Rose, who had a different role, to assist him in case anything went wrong. Just before filming, while they were standing in water up to their necks, McGoohan whispered to Rose that his foot was stuck. Rose then dived down and freed McGoohan's foot, which had become wedged in the torpedo rack. Most of the film was shot on sound stages and on the backlot at MGM. The tension-filled moments in Ice Station Zebra stand out due to the masterful direction of John Sturges. One iconic scene features the submarine crew navigating treacherous ice, showcasing the claustrophobic environment and the constant threat of danger. The cinematography captures the stark beauty of the Arctic landscape, contrasting it with the intense emotions of the characters. The use of close-ups emphasizes the actors' performances, particularly that of Hudson, who portrays Captain James Ferraday with a blend of authority and vulnerability. His delivery of lines reflects the weight of leadership in a crisis, drawing the audience into the high-stakes situation. Another memorable scene involves the dramatic confrontation between Ferraday and the mysterious character played by Ernest Borgnine. The tension escalates as secrets unfold, and the cinematography highlights the shadows and light, creating a sense of foreboding. Borgnine's performance is gripping, filled with subtle nuances that keep viewers guessing about his true intentions. The filmmakers aim to create a sense of paranoia, and this scene effectively immerses the audience in the psychological drama. The film score, composed by Dmitry Tiomkin, enhances these moments, adding to the suspense and emotional weight. The combination of direction, performance, and cinematography in these scenes leaves a lasting impact, making Ice Station Zebra a memorable exploration of trust and betrayal in a hostile environment. The filmmakers and actors have often reflected on how these elements work together to create a gripping narrative that resonates with viewers long after the credits roll. The red sign for BEA Airlines represents British European Airways, which operated from 1946 until 1974. This airline's acronym appeared briefly in the 1964 Beatles film A Hard Day's Night. Eventually, BEA merged with BOAC, or British Overseas Airways Corporation, which is also visible on a blue placard. BOAC continues to exist today as British Airways. Principal photography for this film was initially scheduled for April 1965. However, the United States Department of Defense raised concerns about how Navy activities were portrayed in the script written by Paddy Chayefsky. This objection, along with scheduling conflicts, led to delays in production and required a rewrite of the screenplay. Notably, actors Gregory Peck, David Niven, Edmund O'Brien, and George Segal were originally set to star in this project, but none of them appeared in the final film. Peck and Niven had previously worked together in the successful adaptation of Alistair MacLean's novel, The Guns of Navarone, released in 1961. Amid the backdrop of the Cold War, Ice Station Zebra emerged as a significant film in 1968, resonating deeply with audiences of the time. The movie, set in a remote Arctic location, explored themes of espionage, loyalty, and the complexities of international relations. Its portrayal of military and intelligence operations tapped into the public's fascination with the geopolitical tensions of the era. The film's suspenseful narrative and strong performances, particularly by Rock Hudson and Ernest Borgnine, captivated viewers and contributed to its popularity. Moreover, Ice Station Zebra influenced pop culture by inspiring a wave of spy and adventure films in the late 1960s and early 1970s. The film's blend of action and intrigue set a standard for future productions, shaping how stories about espionage were told. It also sparked discussions about trust and betrayal, reflecting societal anxieties during a time when the threat of nuclear conflict loomed large. The film's technical achievements, including its use of special effects and cinematography, further enhanced its impact, making it a memorable entry in the genre. As audiences engaged with its themes, Ice Station Zebra became a cultural touchstone, illustrating the intersection of entertainment and the pressing issues of its time. The film's plot draws inspiration from real events reported in April 1959, involving the Discoverer 2 experimental Corona satellite capsule that went missing. It was claimed that Soviet intelligence agents recovered the capsule after it crashed near Spitsbergen in the Arctic Ocean, although this claim remains disputed. Spitsbergen is part of Norway's Svalbard archipelago, which is also the setting for Alistair MacLean's novel, and the later film Bear Island. Producer Martin Ransohoff acquired the film rights to MacLean's novel in 1964, shortly after its publication. He aimed to capitalize on the success of the earlier adaptation, The Guns of Navarone, and initially cast David Niven and Gregory Peck in leading roles. However, Patrick McGoohan, who was busy filming The Prisoner, faced scheduling conflicts. This issue was resolved by creating a storyline where his character's mind takes over another man's body, allowing him to participate in the film. The production involved significant challenges, including the harsh Arctic filming conditions, which added to the film's tension and realism. The combination of real-life inspiration and creative storytelling contributed to the film's unique narrative. Upon its release in 1968, Ice Station Zebra received a mixed critical reception. Some reviewers praised the film for its thrilling plot and impressive cinematography, highlighting the tension and suspense that unfolded in the Arctic setting. Critics noted the strong performances by the cast, particularly Rock Hudson, who played the lead role. However, others felt the film was overly long and slow-paced, which detracted from the overall excitement. Audience reactions varied, with many appreciating the film's Cold War themes and the intricate plot twists, while some found it less engaging than expected. Despite the mixed reviews, Ice Station Zebra garnered nominations for several awards, including an Academy Award nomination for Best Visual Effects. This recognition underscored the film's technical achievements and the efforts of the crew involved in its production. The accolades meant a great deal to those involved, as they highlighted the hard work and creativity that went into making the film. The film has since gained a cult following, further solidifying its place in cinematic history and reflecting the lasting impact it had on viewers and filmmakers alike. One of the notable adaptations of Alistair MacLean's work was released in 1968, alongside another film titled Where Eagles Dare. The film features Patrick McGoohan, who was born in Queens, New York. The opening sequence showcases large dish antennas located at the Goldstone facility in the Mojave Desert. This facility is part of NASA's Deep Space Communication Network, which was established in 1958 by the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. These antennas are crucial for sending and receiving commands and data to spacecraft throughout the solar system and beyond. The 70-meter dish featured in the film is known as DSS-14, which is also referred to as Mars. This dish plays a significant role in deep space communication, highlighting the technological advancements of the time. The film combines elements of espionage and adventure, set against the backdrop of Cold War tensions, making it a compelling watch for audiences interested in military and spy narratives. The story unfolds with a mix of suspense and action, drawing viewers into a world of intrigue and danger. During the making of Ice Station Zebra, the cast and crew faced many challenges that created memorable moments. The film was shot in a cold, isolated location, which added to the authenticity but also tested everyone's patience. The actors, including Hudson and Ernest Borgnine, often joked about the freezing temperatures. They would huddle together during breaks, sharing stories to keep spirits high. One day, a sudden snowstorm hit, and the crew had to scramble to protect the equipment. The director, John Sturges, remained calm, guiding everyone with a steady hand. He encouraged the team to embrace the chaos, turning a stressful situation into a bonding experience. The underwater scenes were particularly tricky. The actors had to hold their breath for long periods, and there were moments of panic. However, they supported each other, with Hudson often leading the way, showing his determination. Behind the camera, the crew worked tirelessly, often going without sleep to meet tight deadlines. They shared meals together, creating a family-like atmosphere. The camaraderie helped everyone push through the tough days, making the final product a true team effort. The film's iconic score was composed by Dmitri Tiomkin, who would often play snippets for the cast, inspiring them during long shooting days. These moments of creativity and collaboration made Ice Station Zebra not just a film, but a shared adventure that left lasting memories for all involved. In a notable scene from a popular television series, a character named Walter White gives his wife, Skylar, a check for medical bills. The check comes from a front company called Ice Station Zebra Associates, which adds a layer of irony to the situation. The film features actors who have military backgrounds. Ernest Borgnine served in the U.S. Navy from 1935 to 1945, while Hudson and Gerald O'Laughlin also had military service during World War II, with Hudson in the Navy and O'Laughlin in the Marine Corps. In a tense moment in the film, Mr. Jones drinks Ballantine scotch mixed with his coffee after a significant incident in the torpedo room. This drink is seen as a way to relax and cope with the stress of the situation. The combination of military service and the intense atmosphere in the film creates a backdrop that enhances the characters' experiences and decisions. The references to military service and the use of alcohol as a coping mechanism reflect the challenges faced by the characters in high-pressure environments. Ice Station Zebra has left a significant mark on film history since its release in 1968. The film, directed by John Sturges, is known for its thrilling Cold War narrative and impressive cinematography. Its portrayal of espionage and military tension resonated with audiences during a time of global uncertainty. The film's use of suspense and intricate plot twists influenced future thrillers, setting a standard for storytelling in the genre. Moreover, the film's technical achievements, particularly in underwater cinematography, inspired filmmakers to explore new visual techniques. The blend of action and drama in Ice Station Zebra paved the way for later films that combined these elements, influencing works like The Hunt for Red October and other submarine thrillers. The film's strong character development and moral ambiguity also encouraged writers to create more complex characters in subsequent films. Its legacy continues to be felt in modern cinema, where themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the psychological aspects of war remain relevant. The Russian satellite tracking hardware in the film is essentially the same as the American version, with only paper labels and Cyrillic added. This detail highlights the theme of deception and the blurred lines between the two superpowers. Interestingly, several plot elements from the story became reality a decade later in Canada. On January 24, 1978, a Soviet nuclear-powered surveillance satellite named Cosmos 954 crashed in the Northwest Territories. The crash released a significant amount of radioactivity over a vast area of 124 square kilometers. The Canadian government described the cleanup operation as a joint effort with the United States, called Operation Morning Light. This operation lasted until October 1978 and managed to recover only about 0.1% of the satellite's power source. In response to the incident, the United Nations set up a working group to study nuclear-powered satellites. In terms of submarine operations, while all-ahead flank is a concern for diesel submarines due to fuel limitations, nuclear submarines do not face the same restrictions. They can theoretically maintain flank speed indefinitely, allowing for greater operational flexibility. This capability reflects the advanced technology and strategic advantages of nuclear-powered vessels in naval warfare. Reflecting on the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra, many viewers have shared how it shaped their understanding of suspense and storytelling in cinema. The film's gripping plot, set against the backdrop of the Cold War, captivated audiences with its blend of action and intrigue. For some, the intense performances by actors like Rock Hudson and Ernest Borgnine left a lasting impression, showcasing the power of character development in a thrilling narrative. The film's unique setting and technical achievements, such as its use of real submarines, also sparked discussions about the importance of authenticity in filmmaking. Viewers often recall how the film made them appreciate the art of cinematography and the way it can enhance a story. If Ice Station Zebra has influenced your perspective on movies, or if you have personal memories tied to it, we invite you to share your experiences. Your stories can inspire others and create a rich dialogue about this classic film. Engage with us by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more cinematic explorations. As we conclude our journey through the thrilling depths of Ice Station Zebra, a new layer of intrigue awaits. The film not only captivated audiences with its gripping narrative and stunning visuals, but also introduced us to a remarkable cast whose lives took unexpected turns after the credits rolled. What became of the talented actors who brought these characters to life? From the intense performances of the lead roles to the supporting cast that added depth to the story, each actor's journey is filled with fascinating twists. Some found success in other iconic films, while others faced personal challenges that shaped their careers in surprising ways. Join us as we delve into the lives of these actors, uncovering the paths they took after this cinematic masterpiece. Discover the stories behind the faces you remember, and the legacies they left behind. The suspense doesn't end here. It only deepens as we explore what happened next. Tony Bill portrayed Lieutenant Russell Walker in the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra, a role that showcased his ability to embody a complex character caught in a tense, high-stakes environment. Walker is a naval officer tasked with a critical mission, and Bill's performance added depth to the film's narrative, highlighting themes of loyalty and deception. Following Ice Station Zebra, Bill's career continued to evolve. He transitioned from acting to directing and producing, earning acclaim for his work on films like My Bodyguard and the television series The Twilight Zone. However, his life was not without challenges. Bill faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which left him grappling with emotional turmoil. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including the struggle to maintain relevance in an ever-changing industry. As of the latest updates, Tony Bill remains active in the film community, though he has largely stepped back from the spotlight. His legacy endures through his contributions to cinema and the stories he helped tell. Buddy Joe Hooker played the role of Hill in the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra, a character marked by tension and complexity. Hill is a pivotal figure, navigating the treacherous waters of espionage and survival in a high-stakes environment. Hooker's portrayal adds depth to the narrative, showcasing his ability to embody characters caught in moral dilemmas. After Ice Station Zebra, Hooker's career continued, but it was not without its challenges. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with addiction that affected his professional life. Despite these obstacles, he managed to work in various films and television shows, often in supporting roles. His life was marked by a series of tumultuous relationships and scandals that painted a darker picture of his off-screen persona. In later years, Hooker became reclusive, distancing himself from the Hollywood spotlight. The last known information about him suggests he lived a quiet life away from the public eye, reflecting on a career filled with both triumphs and trials. His legacy remains a complex tapestry of talent and personal struggle. Jim Brown's portrayal of Captain Leslie Anders in the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra marked a significant moment in his acting career. His character, a complex and stoic leader, navigates the treacherous waters of espionage and survival in a frozen landscape. Brown's performance was notable for its intensity, showcasing his ability to convey both strength and vulnerability. This role came at a time when Brown was transitioning from a celebrated football career to acting, and it highlighted his potential beyond the sports arena. After Ice Station Zebra, Brown faced numerous challenges. His acting career included a mix of successes and failures, with roles in films like The Dirty Dozen and 100 Rifles. However, his life was marred by personal scandals, including allegations of domestic violence and legal troubles that often overshadowed his achievements. In the 1990s, he faced a significant setback when he was convicted of assault, leading to a prison sentence that further complicated his public image. Despite these hardships, Brown remained a prominent figure, advocating for various social issues and engaging in community work. In recent years, he has largely retreated from the public eye, with little information available about his current activities. The last known updates suggest he has been living a quieter life, focusing on personal reflection and legacy. In the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra, Patrick McGoohan portrayed David Jones, a character shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Jones is a complex figure, a British agent whose true motives remain ambiguous throughout the film. McGoohan's performance captures the tension and paranoia of the Cold War era as he navigates a treacherous mission in the Arctic. His ability to convey depth and uncertainty adds layers to the character, making Jones both compelling and enigmatic. After Ice Station Zebra, McGoohan's career took a different path. He became best known for his role in The Prisoner, a series that explored themes of individuality and control. However, his life was not without challenges. McGoohan faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his daughter, which deeply affected him. He was also known for his strong principles, often refusing roles that conflicted with his values, leading to a more selective career. In later years, McGoohan remained a private figure, rarely engaging with the media. He continued to act, but his appearances became less frequent. He passed away in 2009, leaving behind a legacy marked by both artistic brilliance and personal struggles. His life remains a testament to the complexities of fame and the shadows that often accompany it. In the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra, Ernest Borgnine portrayed Boris Vaslov, a complex character whose loyalty and cunning play a pivotal role in the unfolding drama. Vaslov, a Soviet agent, embodies the tension of the Cold War, navigating a world filled with espionage and betrayal. Borgnine's performance captures the character's depth, revealing a man torn between duty and survival, showcasing his ability to convey both menace and vulnerability. Borgnine's career spanned decades, marked by iconic roles in films and television. He won an Academy Award for his role in Marty, but his life was not without turmoil. He faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actress Ethel Merman, which ended in a bitter divorce. Borgnine also dealt with the challenges of typecasting, often seen as a tough guy due to his imposing presence. Despite this, he reinvented himself in later years, finding success in voice acting and television. In his later life, Borgnine remained active, appearing in various projects until his passing in 2012. He was known for his warmth and humor, often sharing stories of his past. His legacy endures through his memorable performances and the impact he had on the film industry. Jonathan Goldsmith played a pivotal role as the Russian aide in the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra. His character, though not the central figure, added layers of tension and intrigue to the Cold War narrative. Goldsmith's portrayal captured the essence of a complex political landscape, reflecting the paranoia and suspicion of the era. His performance was marked by a subtle intensity, showcasing the duality of loyalty and betrayal that defined the characters in the film. He became widely recognized for his role as the most interesting man in the world in a popular beer commercial, which revitalized his career in the 2000s. However, his life was not without challenges. Goldsmith faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, and struggles with alcoholism. He also dealt with the pressures of fame, which led to a period of introspection and self-discovery. In recent years, Goldsmith has remained relatively private, focusing on writing and speaking engagements. He has shared insights from his life, emphasizing resilience and the importance of authenticity. As of now, he continues to inspire others with his stories, though he has largely stepped back from the public eye. Masak portrayed Paul Zabrinczski in the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra, a character marked by tension and intrigue. Zabrinczski, a skilled and complex figure, navigates the treacherous waters of espionage and survival in a cold, isolated setting. Masak's performance added depth to the film, showcasing his ability to embody characters with layers of emotion and conflict. After Ice Station Zebra, Masak's career continued to flourish, with notable roles in television series such as Matt Houston and Murder, She Wrote. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. Masak also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where the competition can be fierce and unforgiving. Despite these struggles, he maintained a positive outlook and remained active in the industry. In his later years, Masak became known for his work in voice acting and commercials, showcasing his versatility. He also engaged in charitable work, reflecting a commitment to giving back. As of the latest information, Masak is remembered fondly by fans and peers alike, with his legacy continuing through his memorable performances. Lloyd Nolan portrayed Admiral Garvey in the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra, a role that showcased his ability to embody authority and tension. Garvey is a complex character, navigating the treacherous waters of Cold War espionage and military strategy. Nolan's performance added depth to the film, reflecting the weight of leadership in a high-stakes environment. Nolan's career spanned several decades, beginning in the 1930s. He appeared in numerous films and television shows, often playing tough, no-nonsense characters. However, his life was not without challenges. Nolan faced personal hardships, including a battle with alcoholism that affected his relationships and career. He was married twice, with his second marriage to actress Mary E. McCarthy, lasting until his death. In the late 1970s, Nolan's health began to decline, and he was diagnosed with cancer. He continued to work in television until his passing in 1985. His legacy remains in the roles he played and the impact he had on the industry. The last known information about Nolan is that he passed away on September 27, 1985, leaving behind a body of work that continues to be appreciated. Rock Hudson's portrayal of Commander James Ferraday in the 1968 film Ice Station Zebra marked a significant moment in his career. The role showcased his ability to embody a strong, determined leader amidst the tension of Cold War espionage. Hudson's performance was compelling, reflecting both the character's bravery and the underlying fears of the era. However, this role came at a time when Hudson's personal life was shrouded in secrecy, as he was grappling with his identity in a Hollywood that was not yet ready to accept him as a gay man. After Ice Station Zebra, Hudson's career faced challenges. The 1980s brought personal turmoil, including the revelation of his sexuality, which was a scandalous topic at the time. In 1985, he became one of the first major celebrities to die from AIDS, a disease that was poorly understood and heavily stigmatized. His passing brought attention to the epidemic, highlighting the need for awareness and compassion. Hudson's life was marked by both triumph and tragedy. He struggled with the pressures of fame, the fear of public exposure, and the devastating impact of his illness. His legacy continues to resonate, reminding us of the complexities of identity and the harsh realities faced by those in the public eye. The last known information about Hudson is that he remains a symbol of courage in the fight against AIDS, and his story continues to inspire discussions about acceptance and understanding in society. As we wrap up our look at Ice Station Zebra, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia for this classic film. The story, set against the backdrop of the Cold War, brought together a talented cast, including Rock Hudson, Ernest Borgnine, and Jim Brown, each facing their own challenges in Hollywood and beyond. Hudson's career was marked by both triumphs and personal struggles, while Borgnine's journey from a tough upbringing to an Oscar-winning actor is truly inspiring. Jim Brown broke barriers as one of the first African-American action stars, paving the way for future generations. Did you watch Ice Station Zebra during your childhood? What memories do you have connected to this film? Perhaps it was a family movie night or a special moment shared with friends. We would love to hear your stories. Please share your thoughts and memories in the comments below. Your experiences help keep the spirit of this film alive for new audiences.